Hello my friends and welcome back, it's episode 29. We are now in the lower area. If I remember correctly, there was nothing in this room. At least there was no enemies in that room, is what I meant to say. This was the room that was full of enemies that got splattered by my explosion. Oops, sad times for them. You can search all this area and kill all the enemies, but what is the point? That's another problem with this game, is like, what is the point? You're not earning money towards any kind of goal. There's no, like, better items or anything that you're pushing towards. You know, normal Shadowrun is quite an economic game. Sometimes you would take skills simply because of the economy of them. I'm gonna do a character guide at some point, but for example, you know, a lot of the difference between ranged combat between pistol, SMG, shotgun, and rifle is price. Rifle is the best, but it's very expensive. Expensive to acquire. Pistol, SMG, and shotgun kind of represent like cheaper options that simulate different aspects of the rifle, if you will. You know, the SMG has got the DPS, but not the range and flexibility of the rifle. The pistol has the single shot stopping power of the rifle, but not the DPS. And I was going to say, the SMG has less accuracy as well. The pistol has the accuracy and the stopping power. And the shotgun has the accuracy and the stopping power. And even like a bit of spread, but no range. The pistol has got range. In Shadowrun, pistols actually have good range all the way out, for the most part. SMG is the mid-range and shotgun is short range. But with rifles, do everything. And you have like, if you have ultra long range, you've got sniper rifles as well. But the difference is price. The difference is cost. With melee, it's sort of similar as well. Although there is the introduction of like very expensive unarmed upgrades that build weapons into your hands. But that comes with a cost of cyberware, and essence costs that mean that you can't get more boosts to your strength or like melee directly. But there's no point in worrying about economy in these games. You've got enough money to have the best if you want the best. Havoc controls. Next, some ancient but still functional ventilation intake fans. Panel name ventilation controls. Contains a row of 4 plastic rebuttal buttons labelled 1 through 4. The light above number 2 is currently lit. There's a lever that's labelled manual bypass next to the panel. I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing with this. think you can, like, poison the guys or something? Let's try pressing button 2. Just seems familiar. Air begins to stir and develops a stronger pull as air versus air rapidly through the large circular vent. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Dun, 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 dun. Who's in here? Okay. Oh, they came closer. Sucks to be you boys. Whoa. So many of them are asleep. This is hilarious. Beautiful. There's one guy who currently possesses some action points. And now he doesn't. Man, this is crowd control gone wild. Crowd control gone wild. Alright, one down. Actually missed a shot. Whoa. Alright, time for cleave. Wow, that hit behind me too. Damn. These guys. Come on. Absolutely ridiculous that I didn't get the kill there. Wrecked. These tight corridors, man, they really suit the old melee style. Supply locker rests here on the ground, its combination pad glowing faintly. No idea. I don't remember what the code is, and I don't care. It really doesn't matter at this point. Chamber is equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major tissue damage in high trauma situations. The machine lights up as you approach, making a soft humming sound. Light text appears on the unit screen. Pomona emergency field trauma unit online. Please stand by. Greetings, trauma victim. Would you like to activate treatment protocols? View treatment history. Multiple third-degree burns, multiple third-degree burns, multiple second-degree burns, minor chemical burns, multiple third-degree burns. Several minutes of needle prods, sutures, and administration of unknown chemicals, your combat injuries are fully healed. Wow, they're really loading me up on the good stuff, huh? I'd rather have that than a grenade. Alright, let's go. There couldn't be more of a pre-boss preparation if it tried. You exit the clean room to find yourself at the threshold of a vast underground chamber. If the abandoned facility you just fought was purgatory, then you now stand at the gateway to hell. The heat emanating from ahead hits you like a hammer. The smell of sulfur and ozone is enough to make your lunch want to find somewhere to hide. Above the noise created by the whir of turbines, you can hear the deep rumble of something feral waking up, something very, very big. You check your weapons and step into the vast chamber. The smell of sulfur and ozone fills the cavernous chamber. Despite the whir of several high-output exhaust fans, the heat is tremendous. As you enter, you hear a loud click followed by the squeal of audio feedback. Then Audrey Vauclair's voice booms over the loudspeakers. I don't know how you escaped the laboratory, but please stop. I must complete the virus infusion process. I must release her. Our future as a species depends on it. I know you want to end humanity, but murder and genocide isn't the way.
Take the moral high ground with me, Shadowrun. How many people did you and your team butcher to get here? Dozens, easily. And why? To avenge the deaths of your friends, to protect your crimes bazaar. The scale of your crimes does not protect you from the same judgment you're attempting to pass on me, nor do any altruistic motivations you may ascribe to them. I am attempting to save humanity itself. Time for discussion is over. I'm done debating with you. Still, I must understand how you escaped the test lab. It was her, wasn't it? First Schwinger, it must be. You made some sort of deal. She helped you to escape, and in return you will help her rejoin her dragon body. You're getting paranoid, aren't you? What did she promise you? Gold, jewels, eternal life? She offered them to me as well, for decades. It doesn't matter now. The infusion process has begun. The dragon is waking up. Soon she will take flight. And you will not be alive to witness that. Ordrin, make sure that they don't. Ah, that's the stuff. Oh, boink. 2 AP to get to him. Is it worth it, or should I just kill this guy? Damn, he survived somehow. Pew. Oh, pew. Oh man, that hurt. Dusty! Oh. Oh, now I get the crit. Disengage protocol, vent A. Vent A is now unlocked for manual venting. Note virus infusion process will automatically reinitiate after emergency venting. Is there anyone to shoot? Guess not. Oh, they're busy. Well, that was a big fat fail now, wasn't it? Oh. Rock on. I should have gotten these guys to do the friggin' dirty work of doing the vents.
Oink. Toasty! Keep the process going, Doctor. I'll kill them myself. Ow. Alright, am I back in the game? Looks like I'm back in the game. Okay. Ruh-roh. Just broke free. Let's get out of the way. Dusty! Come on. Wounded 25. Ouch. Oof. Ow. Oh. Nice. I'm back in the game. Come on. Beautiful shot. Come on. Nice. Cut the guy. Got him. Okay, I didn't actually mean to shoot him with that weapon at this range, but whatever. It hit, and the shotgun didn't. So, what does that tell you? Oh, come on. He's got a lot of armor. I should probably have used armor stripping on him, but whatever. I think this just continues until until what's his face is in the dirt. The process is almost complete. Miss. You don't know what you've done. Sure I did. Virus infusion has been aborted. Once again, the transplast window separates you from Ordrin Vauclair, but this time his steadfast will is gone. He stands motionless, hands at his sides, eyes dead, spent. The strength that drove him, the steely resolve that couldn't be shaken by sickness or time or age, is gone. It's theirs now, the world, all theirs.
Doesn't have to be that way, Doctor. You can still make a difference. I am all dying. My blood betrayed me long ago when it met the radiation of the socks. The worms will continue their machinations, consolidate their power, exact their tribute. And humanity, we are no more than treasure to them. Favoured baubles to be collected, items to be traded, or resources to be spent or hoarded. I mean, he's absolutely right if you actually read the Shadowrun stuff. But hey. He sweeps his eyes across the carnage that was his life's work until they come to rest on the dragon. He grits his teeth. 42 years, and we finally had a chance to make a difference, and you destroyed it. Gave everything I had, everything I loved. I'm sorry, Hermie. Alright, so there's like a billion different endings from here, I think. Let's just go ahead and make a quick save. Lower the astral entity containment cell into the chamber. Panacea has been taken offline via the external override. Infusion process aborted. Dragon is not infectious. The gaunt woman stares wide-eyed as you approach. Presses one hand to the wall of her glass prison, closes her eyes, and mouths one word, please. Console next to the containment cell appears to be a control of a variety of functions related to the cell's operation, including its life support systems. Next is a small intercom button. Green light activates inside the containment cell, and the gaunt woman flinches up at it, startled. Then understanding appears on her face as she begins to speak, her eyes flashing from her dragon body, then back to you again and again. Close now, so close. The troll has done what has been done. The longest flight nears its end. She's so close. So very close now. She stops suddenly, her eyes taken, devices surrounding and invading the dragon's body, tubes of viscous yellow liquid running into it, the monitors flashing their status. Recognition and horror explode onto her face, and she screams a long, mournful wail. Volclair, no, no. Defiled, I am defiled. Her face contorts in a mask of fury, and her mouth opens wide, wider than should be possible. Her neck cranes so far forward, her head swings from side to side, she hisses her rage. She slathers, her spittle hitting the glass between you as she speaks. Despoiler, pissant, vermin, pig, dog, he dares touch my sacred me. Shall rend him, flay him, burn, ash, nothing left but ash. She stands there, panting for a moment, spent, and her eyes narrow, focus, ice over. Must be slow, Volclair, I will make it slow. Delicious. Too late, sweetheart, he ate a bullet. She stares at you, confused. He killed himself. The gaunt woman breathes a ragged breath, releases it slowly, and speaks again. Her voice is flat. Will you release me now, troll? Make me whole again? Why should I? Why? Who art thou to deny me? Free. Granted the little troll freedom from the cold place. Honor our agreement. Set me free. Set me free. Need to answer some questions first. You dare. No, ask. Ask your questions, little troll, so I may escape this cage. The long sleep awaits. The long flight will finally end. Why did you do it? Why kill all those people? The gaunt woman covers her mouth with her hand, look of horror in her eyes. You did do it, right? You burned thousands of people to death. She glares at you over her hand, nods her head, yes. Burned. Burned. Also cold. Work to the cold. The grey. Where is the green, troll? Where is the green? What are you talking about? The green. The mother. The mother. Lost. What have they done, little troll? What have they done? How do I know you won't hurt anyone else? Swear it. Frishwinger will swear it. And how do I know you'll keep your promise? She scratches the ground for an answer, finds nothing there. You must trust. Then swear, yes. Swear to hurt no man, no beast, nor tree, nor crop, nor building. Frishwing will fly the long sleep until the next age of the world. For the forever task. The shelter, the shield, the shepherd. The forever task? Scared. No, sacred. It is sacred, the forever task. Now let me go or end me, but release me. The forever task is to protect something important, something sacred. The woman stops her pacing, her eyes slowly meet yours, lucid, unblurred by time or torture or separation of her body. When she speaks, her voice is flat. I am the shelter, I am the shield, I am the shepherd, and I have failed. Failed the green. So the forever task is to protect the green. What is the green? The sacred she, the Gaia she, the desecrated body. Smelled it first long ago on my first flight after I awoke. The stink of it choked me and I retched. Then I saw it for as far as my eyes could see, far, far to the horizon. Human stone and metal, glass and flickering lights sprawled across the land, slicing into the sky. Lording over the green, smothering the whole of the world. Yes, gone, all gone. The cold has won. The world is metal. Frishwinger is lost. You're not lost, you said you would begin again, remember? The eternal task, yes, to sleep the long sleep. Begin again in the next stage of the world. Lost. Frishwinger is lost. There will be no long slumber. The world is dead now. Frishwinger is dead. Will you finish it, little troll? Will you end Frishwinger? I don't know, man. I think I can't remember what I did when I first played this. What's to do? Engage the emergency protocol and kill her. Emergency protocol and end her life. Wow, that's some nebulous rewording. Never Stringer, forever task requires patience and faith. The next world could be better. I've been ripped from my body, little troll, imprisoned in this girl, imprisoned in this cage, tortured longer than the span of your entire lifetime, and I have been defiled. The green is defiled, spoiled. There is no forever for me. Forever is dead. I do not want to sleep the long sleep. I want oblivion. End me, little troll. Green needs you. You are a shelter, a shield, a shepherd. Don't abandon her. Cannot abandon what does not exist. The green is gone. The cold has won. The cold hasn't won. Don't forget the elves. They still tend the green. The elves. Yes, look at Tir Nanog. Tirgire. Elven cities devoted to the green, keeping it safe. They would build walls around it as before. The green still lives. It lives. You know it's true. While the green still lives, the task remains until the last world ends. Perhaps it's not too late. Sleep, sleep would bring healing. My nest. Her fragile form trembles, but she steadies herself. When she speaks again, her voice is calm, at peace. If you release me, little troll, I will sleep the long sleep. I will begin again in the next stage of the world. The gaunt woman drops to her knees, her face reflecting a series of emotions: surprise, relief, appreciation, and finally peace. Then the light exits her eyes, and she falls to the floor of her tiny cell, limp and lifeless. For a long moment, nothing happens. Then, without warning, the entire chamber fills with a blinding light. You see nothing, and all goes eerily quiet. And yet, somewhere just at the edge of your hearing, you think you recognize the faint whispering of voices. They sound sad and far away. Just as you think you might discern the voices, there's a massive crash and the entire chamber starts to shake. Disorientated, you stagger for several seconds, still blinded and trying to recover. You steady yourself and your senses return in time to see the faint form of the dragon disappearing in the distance. The Verschwing is gone. My head tells me we released a dragon, and I can't help feeling that we did the right thing. Surprised to hear you say that. The Firewing wasn't just any dragon. She was a great dragon, Dietrich, an insane great dragon. Lord knows what she's going to do now. It'll be fine. My gut tells me she's going to disappear, find a nice cozy place to sleep off this age of the world, and try again next time. Let's hope your gut is right. There's nothing more for us here. Let's go back home. And so it ends. You and your team are safe once again. What's the point to all this, Edmon? We lost Paul, lost Monica, the Kresbar, so many people dead. It's just supposed to be a simple job, remember? A milk run? Get into the estate, snatch some data, go home in time for worm talk on the Trid. I think I've had enough of worm talk for one lifetime. Got that right. If I never have to talk to another dragon again, it'll be too soon. This whole thing's been a nightmare from the beginning. The idea of dragons taking over the world, the thought of them slowly hoarding everything, it's too big to think about. We're street level, we run the shadows, that's it. Worrying about these sorts of issues is beyond our pay grade. That's what they want, that's what they need. The corps, the dragons, the politicians, everyone. Ones think we can't make a difference. They put effort, a lot of effort into making us feel small and insignificant, but we're not. We had the power in our hands today, we made a choice and we made it. Because of that, the world is different. For good or for ill, that's right, for good or for ill. We can't see the future, I don't think anyone can, but the world is different now and we're the ones who changed it. Berlin's still standing, isn't it? I count that as a win. So now what? Monica's gone, Paul's gone, we keep running together, is this the end of the road? I'm out. I have some business to take care of, the personal violent kind. Don't know when I'll be back. We'll be here, Gloria. There's always a spot for you on my team. Understood. See you around. I miss you, love. Be safe. Well, I'm in. Getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadows than with you people than live. I don't know. Thought I had something going on there. Whatever it is, the point is I'm in. So, are you going to stick around with the Cross Bazaar and keep running the shadows with me? You've done a hell of a job. Be happy to follow your lead. It means picking up where Monica left off and keeping the Cross Bazaar safe. I'm in too. Makes sense to me. Before I get, the Turkish coffee guy sent one of his street rats over before you got here, so he wants to talk to you about something. Thanks, I'm going to go and see what's going on in the Krez Bazaar. I'll stop by the coffee shop on my way. Okay. We're pretty much done here. Unless something has changed, it's roll end credits time. Ah, how very propitious. Is that the... How propitious it is that we may speak again, O Master of Mayhem? I have a proposal for you that could prove most lucrative to us both. Most lucrative. Fortune would surely smile upon our blessed partnership if only you accept. Could use a good payday. The passing of Her Amsel, may God bestow his mercy upon him, you find yourself without a fixer. I should offer my service to you in this regard. You will find Altug Baragazi is a most connected and business-savvy partner. Should a fixer isn't something you do lightly, Altug, I'll need to think about it. Hear me out, most improvident of calamities. Boragazi knows Berlin, knows the players. I've already found a potential client, most prosperous one with deep pockets. He's eager to meet you. I've already set up. Least you can do is the courtesy of talking to him. Fine, but I'm not promising anything. Most excellent. I have done delightful. When you're ready, take the U-Bahn to Brandenburger Tor. He will find you there. I'm not sure I entirely remember this. Train car is empty except for the man in an immaculately tailored Italian suit. You notice him watching you for several minutes, and the train rumbles its way towards Brandenburger Tor. Finally he speaks. The strangest words come out slowly in a deep, melodious tone that is easy to hear, despite the noise of the train. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. Hello, I assume the business with Dr. Vauclair is concluded, yes? Do I know you, friend? No, but you are about to. Hans Brackhorst, I represent an interested party. Someone who wishes to know about your encounter with Dr. Vauclair. Does this interested party understand that information is a commodity? My employer also wishes to hear about Lady Freshwinger, a fascinating creature so unlike her brothers and sisters. It's a relief that she is now free. Dragons are not meant for captivity, and Lady Freshwinger least of all. She was special in this world, I'm sure you will agree. Dragons are no different from anyone else. There are those who take and those who get taken. A dragon is just another taker. Just another taker. Interesting. Dragons take, this is undeniable. They cannot be considered just another taker, as you put it. They are the ultimate takers. It is their reason for existence. The great dragons are very old, very powerful, and very, very cunning. A cunning unknowable to you. Look at a moth and barely perceive its sentience. You glance its way amused as it flutters towards a bright light in a vain attempt to what? To enter, to draw strength, to burn? It doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely 1/100th of your lifespan. The sum total of its existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles, your hopes, and your dreams, which it could not fathom in 1,000 years. Poor moth. You will live and die between the beats of a dragon's heart, mine friend. What hope do you have of understanding them? Not much. I'm still not sure why you're even having this conversation. How disappointing. We've been following your work for some time now. We're under the impression that you possessed a faint spark of perspicacity. Perhaps you were simply being cagey. No matter, I'll speak more plainly. My Lady Freshwinger is a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. Where her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Can you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Freshwinger brought wisdom and succour to countless souls. She was loved for it, exalted, a goddess. When she woke from her long slumber in 2012, and she saw what the world had become, what metahumanity had done to the garden she had tended for ages, she struck. Struck with rage, regret, frustration, and the anguish of a mother whose children had played with fire and burned the house down, killing themselves in the blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. Now she's free again, and insane, the perfect addition to the sixth world. Cut to the chase, friend. Who are you and what do you want from me? The representative of a potential client, a very influential client, one that pays extraordinarily well. You need someone who demands a modicum of respect. Now listen. I'll tell you this so you have context, perspective, before I ask you this next question, Shadowrunner. Dr. Vauclair's weapon had not required dragon fire if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching a hair on metahumanity's head. Would you have used it? Yes! Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. No, wiping out an entire species is wrong. Monochromatic thinking, but I appreciate a career criminal's attempt at morality. Of course, you feel like wiping out a species is wrong. The feeling is subtle but ingrained defense mechanism that should be cherished. One day, it may be meta-humanity poised for extermination. Well, onto the business at hand. My employer wishes to secure team services for a series of operations that will likely require the remainder of 2054. Sounds interesting. Who's the boss? The boss is the Great Dragon Lafur, sometimes referred to as the Golden Worm. Perhaps you've heard of him. What makes you think I'm going to make a deal with the dragon? Because you have already been working for him for some time now. Or did you think Green Winters found the Harfield Manor on his own? Ah, this is my stop coming. I'd rather floss my teeth with monomolecular wire. Well, what do you know? Looks like this is my stop too. The train comes to a halt, the doors open, Breakfast stands, brushes off his Italian suit, exits without another word, and as you turn to follow, your eye catches an advertisement for a worm talk above the subway door car. Frankhouse glances back at you from the platform, the light from the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. You step out of the subway car and follow him up to the stairs and into the Berlin night. Into the shadows. Bum bum bum. Berlin News Facts contains just one report of a shootout in an abandoned holdfast in the countryside east of Berlin. The identity of combatants remain unknown. Several rival political factions are suspected, and the location is soon cordoned off by unidentified corporate forces. This news is eclipsed when Sarder Krupp announces its acquisition of Arena Space, the last remaining arm of the European space program. The Flux State's anarchist rule remains until 2055, when joint corporate forces acting with the support of the German government invade the city. It's widely known that the Great Dragon Lord is responsible for orchestrating this action. After weeks of fighting, the surviving anarchists are forced to retreat to the eastern part of the city. A truce is signed in 2060 and Berlin is again divided by a wall. The Great Dragon Dronkerzan is elected President of the United Canadian and American States in 2057. He's promptly assassinated as he leaves an inauguration party with the Wargate Hotel while in human form. Popular opinion is that another great dragon is responsible, as only a dragon can kill a dragon, but those in the shadows hint that an act of powerful blood magic is the cause. Grainy photographs of a large winged creature crossing a full moon above the Harz Mountains circulate in Germany for several years. Conspiracy theorists take this evidence that a new great dragon has emerged, but with no further sightings reported, interest wanes. The name of Dr. Adrian Vauclair has since been lost to the shadows. Okay, and that is truly it for this campaign. Oh, you can just scroll backwards. That's funny. You're a winner. I don't know if anyone's going to get that joke. It's about a truly terrible game where driving in reverse was faster than driving forward. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a pretty solid game. The only thing is that it got a lot more wordy than Shadowrun Returns, and had a lot more like side wordiness, but not really a huge amount of side actual like combat content. I don't know. I very much enjoyed this game. And it made me go and get Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is next. But I personally feel like the wheels came off a little bit in Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is kind of one of the more popular, or the most popular of the three games, I think. Although it's hard to know. But I think the reason why Hong Kong is popular is the reason why I like it less than all the other Shadowrun games. But that is a discussion for Shadowrun Hong Kong. So I will see you in the next campaign.